What's up, guys, and welcome to my finale. This is the last of my series of Harry Potter reviews leading up to Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. The film I'll be reviewing a week from today, and this today, actually, a bit of history for you guys, is the 5-year anniversary of the Blu-ray release of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. The film came out November 11th, 2011. 11/11/11, the Blu-ray came out, so now it's 11/11/16, 5 years later. So I thought, why not set it up to have my review be today? So, guys, this is it. The Deathly Hallows Part 2. Harry, Ron, and Hermione continue searching for the final pieces of Voldemort's soul, the Horcruxes, leading them to Hogwarts, which ultimately leads to an all-out war for the wizarding world. And I must say, this is an all-out war film. We had the Deathly Hallows Part 1, which I reviewed yesterday, and which was sort of the slow burn leading up to what's to come. And in this one, we have the roller coaster, you go up, you're excited, and all the adrenaline really explodes in this film. It starts off very quietly, though. You know, the beginning of the film is this slow burn, continuing where the first one left off, slow burn, and finally, when stuff starts to take place, and things start to happen, and these final Horcruxes get destroyed. Spoilers, obviously. These past reviews, I've give you spoiler warnings, and it's been 5 years since the film's been out, so if you hadn't seen it, I apologize. I have to say, everyone brings their A game for this one. All of the performances are phenomenal. I personally think Alan Rickman should have been nominated for the Best Supporting Actor that year. His performance in this movie is absolutely breathtaking and kind of sad at the same time, where we learn his true past. We learn that he, was in love with Harry's mother, Lily, and that throughout the whole entire time Harry was at Hogwarts, Snape's been actually really looking out for Harry. Snape and Dumbledore had a pact, and they had an agreement that if worse came to worse, and if it came down to it, Snape would be the one that would have to kill Dumbledore. And we realized that Harry, he could hear, Voldemort in his head. He could really close his eyes, and he could really get into Voldemort's mind and figure out where he is and all this stuff. He has these nightmares about, with Voldemort and Order of the Phoenix. It's really haunting him. Now we understand why. We understand that Harry is a Horcrux. When Voldemort murdered Harry's mother, and the spell rebounded. Voldemort, his soul a piece of his soul went to the only living thing that it could find, and that was Harry himself. So now Harry needs to make the ultimate sacrifice to save, the wizarding world, and to pretty much save everything. Voldemort, he is willing to kill all muggles, man, woman, and child, just to get Harry. And, Harry needs to make the ultimate sacrifice in the Forbidden Forest to save everyone. And that just goes to show how wonderful of a character Harry really is, that he would go and sacrifice himself. Throughout the whole entire series, Harry has just been this phenomenal role model, this character that you could really get behind and support. And, hope that other people in the world could be like this too, sacrifice yourself to save everyone else. You know what I mean? It's just, it's so wonderful, and it's just amazing, that this character was just written the way he was. And, it was phenomenal. You'd think that he would die, but when Voldemort, says Avada Kedavra and he gets Harry in the forest, Harry's not dead. In all reality, it just knocks him out for a little bit. You know what I mean? When he does that, Voldemort kills the Horcrux that was inside of him. Not Harry. He kills the Horcrux. What a phenomenal story. The storytelling by J.K. Rowling in the whole entire series has come to this. And she has done a wonderful job writing such a complex story, but it's so compelling at the same time. At the end of the day, there's one Horcrux left. That's the snake. Ron and Hermione, they're going at it with the snake. At the same time, Harry reveals that he's still alive. He has the final showdown with Voldemort. Molly Weasley kills off Bellatrix Lestrange. A phenomenal final battle sequence. The whole entire film is battle sequence pretty much, and it's phenomenal. The action in this movie is great. Everything about this movie is great. There's nothing wrong with this film. And it closes out beautifully as well with the 19 years later scene. I remember a little story for you guys about a week before the movie came out. Back in 2011, I remember sitting at my computer playing some of the music from the past films, and I got to the track Leaving Hogwarts, the plays at the end of the Sorcerer's Stone by John Williams. And I said, wow, wouldn't that be nice if the film closed out with that music? But I said to myself, that's not going to happen. I said, it's not likely to happen. So I'm sitting there at the premiere, at the midnight showing of the film. The end, 19 years later, it comes on, and you start to hear Leaving Hogwarts by John Williams. And I'm not going to lie to you, I got chills through my whole entire body. It was so satisfying to me. It might be the most satisfying moment I've ever had in any auditorium, any theater, any experience ever. That the way the film ends with the beautiful cinematography and Harry and Ron and Hermione and Ginny leaving their kids to go to Hogwarts, and the music building, and it just zooms in on their faces and it goes black, and John Williams plays out the series, and it went into thunderous applause, the whole auditorium. I might even got a standing ovation, I don't even remember, but I'm not going to lie to you, I don't usually get emotional during films, and that was a time I did. That was so satisfying for me, and I'll never forget that experience. And, the whole entire Harry Potter series for me, I've grown up with two things, series-wise, movie series-wise. The big ones I grew up with were Harry Potter and Star Wars. They mean so much to me, and going back reviewing all these films, it's nice to talk about them again, and I have absolutely no problems with the Deathly Hallows Part 2, and I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 stars. Guys, I absolutely love the movie. Comment your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2? And if you're interested in the digital HD code for the film, what I usually do is I ask you guys a question, and whoever has the best answer, I will send you the code. I'll send you the digital HD code. If you want on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever you want, I'll send it to you on whatever social media platform. You just let me know in your comment what would be easier for you and what will work best for you. And this time my question is, to finish off the series, my question is, what is your favorite Harry Potter film? From all 8 of the movies, which one is your favorite? And give me a reason why. I'll send you the digital HD code. And yeah, guys, that's it. Next Friday, I'll be reviewing Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I'm excited to go back into the Wizarding World. Written by J.K. Rowling, directed by David Yates. So it's exciting. I can't wait. Blu-ray unboxings coming up in the future. We have Finding Dory coming out on Tuesday. The code will be given away in that one as well, so you can look out for that. The BFG, Pete's Dragon, Don't Breathe, Kubo and the Two Strings, all Blu-ray things coming out in the future. We have Moana coming out. They'll be reviewing that one. A couple other films that are going to be coming down the line. Guys, you can follow me on Facebook and on Twitter. The links to those are in the description of this video, and you can also follow me on Snapchat at RyanKing72 and on Instagram at KingArises131. And before I close this out, I just want to mention on the Blu-rays, on each of the special editions, there is about an hour-long little documentary in each of the second discs about how they made the whole entire series, the characters, the creatures, the music, the effects, growing up is one of them. All of it. It's about an 8-hour thing if you watch all of them, and it is very informative. I was a big fan of them, and if you picked up the special editions, they are definitely worth your time and your money. The picture quality, the sound quality, all these things. It's really phenomenal. And guys, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching my review for Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Over and out.